Hey guys, this reading is going to be for mid-February 2023 for the sign of Aries. Keep in mind that these are just general readings and they will not resonate with all of you. Only keep the messages that resonate and discard the rest. This will be for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Take a look at all of your signs to get a clearer picture of what's going on in your life. Hey, what's up? How y'all doing out there, my Aries gang? This is my Venus and my Mars. So this usually resonates with me. And Venus is with your relationships, guys. Usually. Well, that's where my Venus, my Aries is. It'll be different for all of you. But yes, Venus is about relationships and love. Alright, let's see what's going on. Sorry I'm taking so long, guys. Alright, so you're tired of struggling. You want the struggle to end, or the struggle is coming to an end. The struggle, the end is near, I hear. The end is near. That's amazing. I love that. Alright, let's see what else we got. The end is near, I heard again, of this unhappiness. I hear that a lot of you are like leaving something behind that made you very, very sad, very unhappy. It was a situation that just wasn't fulfilling your dreams or needs. You weren't getting the kind of the kind of equal give and take that you expected. Since English is not my my first language, guys. Because I speak Spanish, sometimes I can't say the word. That's like a hard word for me. Reciprocity? Anyways, yeah, equal give and take, right? And it just, you just put so much love and so much emotion and so much energy into this, whatever it was, guys. Could have been a relationship for you guys, and you just want to get away from the sadness, I heard. You want it to be over and done with. And then Dead and Gone started playing in my head again. This Dead and Gone played in my head for another reading. And I actually named it that because that song started playing in my head. Yeah, I keep hearing the old me is dead and gone. I love that song. I turn my head to the air. Still nobody inside. So, a lot of things that were self-imposed, you're like letting go of. It's like with your energy that you had, it's like you were keeping yourself single. So probably the sadness for some of you was the fact that you've been single for a really long time, that you haven't been able to let in love. It's like your last relationship or your last heartbreak or your last serious relationship or the last person that you were with. I heard they did a number on you. Everybody's story is going to be different, but they were a bad person, evil person, such a bad person. And that just really messed you up in your head. It's like you decided that you were done with love. You're like, I'm not gonna ever feel this pain again. I'm not gonna go through what I felt back then. That just ugly crying, begging, pleading this person not to leave you. And they left anyways, I heard for some of you. Just unimaginable pain for months. I heard for some of you, years you couldn't get over this. I mean, this is why you've been single this whole time, or why you keep playing the same loop over and over, like with a new person. It just doesn't work out. It's like the same story repeating itself, person after person, person after person. And I'm seeing like a string of dolls, you know, those paper dolls that you cut together and they're all holding hands. It looks like when you open up the paper. I'm seeing that you've had a string of relationships that keep manifesting, and the same outcome keeps happening from that old relationship. And I heard for some of you, 10 years have been doing this. And you're like, why do I keep bumping into people that are just like my ex? Because you're repeating those loops in your head, right? So that's what you're breaking, that's what you're ending, that's the struggle that you're leaving behind. These loops that you kept playing in your head, which manifested your reality over and over, and they would just, you know, you would attract the same person over and over. That's why these people seem to be alike. And the same outcomes keeps happening because you're manifesting that. Because the tapes and the loops and the things that we say in our head are what manifest in our reality, guys. So it took you a long time to get out of this loop, but it's like you're tired of being alone for some of you. And it was all self-imposed, so you know that anytime you can change your perspective. And I think that's what you're doing right now. Right now you're doing a lot of contemplation, and the fact that you're ready. You're ready. You're actually considering it. You're interested in possibly taking another shot out there. I heard for some of you, like dating, or I mean, you're actually like playing with that in your mind. And it's something that wasn't even a thought before. It's like it was so confusing to you for so long. It's like anytime that you thought of opening up your heart, it would just like hurt. Literally hurt when you would think of even getting that vulnerable with anyone ever again. It would just literally hurt anytime that you wanted to. It would just hurt so bad that you, I don't know, you would manifest it or self-sabotage. It's different for all of you. But you would do something, or something would manifest in a way that the same situation would happen. They would leave you. So it's the same story repeating, and you're done with that story. You don't want that story in your life again. You want to tell yourself a new story. And that's how it works, Aries. You want to tell yourself a new story. So what's going to be your new story, Aries? What do you want for yourself? What kind of love do you want for yourself? What story do you want? Do you want to keep repeating, oh, everybody's the same, everybody's just like my ex? Or do you want to say, I deserve better, I deserve to have a person that loves me unconditionally the way that I love them. I deserve to have a person that is going to put in as much effort as I do into a relationship. I deserve a person that treats me with respect and honors my wishes and doesn't want to change me and respects my individuality. I mean, you can come up with a whole list, guys. I mean, I can come up with a list right now. But yes, that's how you need to talk to yourself, rather than saying all those negative things I heard in my head. So let's see what else we get, guys. I really like this reading. This is really beautiful. I'm proud of you guys. That's hard. Yeah, you're leaving this sadness behind finally. Wow, and somebody's gonna come in. I knew it. A water sign. And you're ready to let go of all this past stuff, all these loops and grudges and nightmares and never-ending story I heard for some of you. I'm telling you that loop, you kept repeating the same relationship over and 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 over. And I got 9 swords here, so it would confirm for some of you it could have been, you know, the last 9 people that you were with. And that's a very specific number, guys, but you know, that might resonate with 1 or 2 of you, but you'll know your story that everybody seems similar. They all seem the same. It seems like the same person in a different body, right? It's crazy like that. So you're ready to break these patterns and this cycle, and you realize that you've been holding yourself back because of these energies and all these bad things. You were just holding on to these burdens, and just, you're ready to set it down. You're no longer willing to entertain this, and you're no longer, it's like become like, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to come up with the word, like vital for you, for your life, for your peace of mind. It's become like vital, utterly something that you cannot be without. This peace, this just new life that you want for yourself. You don't want this old past energy. And you guys, the devil, right? The card, the original card has the devil and two people with like two chains around their necks, right? But the you could tell that the collar is so big that the person could just like take it off and walk away at any time. And that's what you're doing. You're taking it off and walking away, and you're just finally, you're finally dropping the burden. You're finally home, I heard. You're finally coming home, and you're going to restore all that hope, all that sadness, all that fear. You're going to leave it behind, and you're just going to restore all that hope. It's just going to come welling back. Right now, your hope is still tiny, but it's there. And it's just a little glimmer of hope that's in your heart now, that it's in your head. And that is going to become a bigger star when this turns upright. Wow, that's so beautiful, guys. All right, I'm going to just get one more card, and I'm going to go ahead and close out the reading. Wow, that's beautiful. So now you have like a glimmer of hope in your heart, and you want to, you're entertaining the fact that you might want to be with someone. That is beautiful. I heard that some of you have been alone for a long time, and it doesn't have to be 10 years, guys. It could also be 10 months. You know, it could have been 10, not 10 days, but 10 weeks. It's going to be different for all of you, but I show that you just kept bumping to the same person over and over again, and that's because you kept attracting the same person, and you're done with that. You're ready to break that cycle. That's great, Aries. Good for you. You guys have such an awesome new beginning to come, and also new love, right? I forgot to mention this guy earlier, about the fact that you have somebody coming forward, a water sign possibly. You know, I got so involved with the story of these loops that I forgot to mention this Knight of Cups. I was getting so many messages. This Knight of Cups is an offer from possibly a water sign, or it could have been a water sign that hurt you in the past, because they're over here in the loops. So take it as it resonates, guys. I'm thinking it might be more attached to this, because that's what I'm hearing in my head, that it was a water sign that like swept you off your feet and then just left you bleeding, just with swords in your back, and just, wow, that's awful. I understand why you guys kept repeating this. This was something that was very difficult for you to guys to get, sorry, tongue tied, for you guys to get past. It was like just a nightmare situation that kept repeating itself. But this new glimmer of hope, guys, this is going to change everything. The fact that you're healing and finally tired of it. You're just tired. You've just had enough. You've just had enough of this. You don't want to do it anymore. I heard for some of you, you don't want to hurt yourself like this anymore. You know that you deserve better. Your mentality's changing, guys, and those loops and tapes that you're playing in your head, that you used to play in your head, are no more. That's great. Let me get one more card for you guys. Ooh, how exciting, guys. I know that it's a reverse, but the message that I'm getting is that it's near, and that's why it's reverse. And also, it could represent all the self-love that you're giving yourself now. See how he's drinking his own cup? Since this card's upside down, I'm getting that you're drinking your own love. So it could also represent self-love, guys. And also that new love is around the corner. So I think that when you learn to love yourself, you attract people that love you, because whatever you believe about yourself is what you'll attract. So that makes perfect sense to me that love is around the corner, because when you think you're worthy of love because you love yourself, love shows up. So I'm going to go ahead and close the reading there, Aries. I hope that helped you guys. I would really appreciate it if you shared, liked, and subscribed if you like the content, or if you could just give it a thumbs up so somebody else out there could find this message with the YouTube's algorithm. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you all so much. I feel so honored and so blessed to be able to connect with so many of you, and I appreciate you. Have a great week, guys. I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye, guys.